Lucy 语言家教。
Welcome to Lucy Language Tutoring. I'm Scott, and this is Lucy. Real English. No textbooks, no classrooms. Today's lesson was produced in Taiwan's capital city of Taipei. Please listen to this recording while reading the lesson. Enjoy today's lesson. It's all coming right now from Lucy Language.
The Hindenburg disaster happened in 1937 when a large blimp filled with hydrogen gas caught fire while trying to land in New Jersey, USA. The ship was called the Hindenburg and came from Germany. It was one of the biggest blimps ever built and carried people across the Atlantic Ocean. It burst into flames very quickly, and 36 people died. Many more were hurt. The cause was likely a spark that lit the hydrogen gas inside. After this terrible accident, people stopped using blimps for travel, and airplanes became the safer choice. The Titanic was a huge British passenger ship that sank in 1912 during its first trip from England to New York. People thought she was unsinkable because of her strong design. The ship hit an iceberg and broke apart. More than 1,500 people died, and only about 700 survived. There were not enough lifeboats for everyone. Many people froze in the cold water. The disaster shocked the world and led to new safety rules for ships, like having more lifeboats. The 3 Mile Island accident happened in Pennsylvania, USA in 1979 at a nuclear power plant. A problem with the cooling system caused one of the nuclear reactors to overheat and partially melt. This was the worst nuclear accident in U.S. history. Some radiation was released. It was not enough to harm people nearby. Still, the event caused fear and mistrust of nuclear power. After the accident, the U.S. government made stricter safety rules for all U.S. nuclear power plants. The Chernobyl disaster happened in 1986 in the Soviet Union. A test at the nuclear power plant went wrong, causing a huge explosion and fire. This released a large amount of radiation, spreading across Europe. Many people near the plant got sick, and thousands had to leave their homes forever. Chernobyl became a symbol of how dangerous nuclear power can be if not handled carefully. Even today, the area around the plant is still unsafe to live in. The Grenfell Tower fire happened in London, England on July 14, 2017. The fire started in a small kitchen on the 4th floor of this 24-story apartment building. The fire spread quickly because the outside walls were covered in flammable cladding, which caught fire easily. Many people were sleeping when the fire started. It became hard to escape. The fire burned for over 24 hours. In the end, 72 people died. It was one of the worst fires in the UK in many years. After the fire, people became angry because the building had many safety problems. The government promised to fix these problems and make buildings safer in the future. The Tacoma Narrows Bridge was a long suspension bridge in Washington State, USA. It opened in July 1940 and was one of the longest bridges in the world at that time. But only 4 months later, it collapsed during a small windstorm. The winds were about 56 kilometers per hour, yet they created a cumulative effect that caused the bridge to twist and move up and down like a wave. On November 7, the twisting became so strong that the bridge broke apart and fell into the river. Luckily, no people died, but one dog trapped in a car did not survive. The disaster became famous and is still studied in engineering classes today. It taught engineers the importance of understanding wind and movement when designing large structures.